Hey guys, Paul here with Late Night Games, and yes, I am back. We are back. Late Night Games has returned. Now, we were still around on Twitch. For those of you who follow us on Twitch, we were doing streams every now and again, but for the most part, we here at Late Night Games, myself especially, have been horrifically absent from the world of the internet. There is a reason, however, for our absence. Multiple reasons, in fact. The first and foremost being that I have been horrifically busy over the past few months. Work kind of got away from me, personal life kind of got hectic, there was the holidays, I burnt myself out to no end. I was just exhausted and couldn't keep up with the video editing. I was also starting to lose my passion for games, and I'm not going to play video games and record them for you guys and try and make contact for you guys if I've lost that passion, that drive that makes me the content creator I am. The last thing you guys want is some lackluster videos, so I figured it's time to take a hiatus, time to find myself and find out what it is I really want to do with this channel. And what I want to do is get back to where we last left off. So as you may have noticed today being if I get this edited up on time, but otherwise it may have been yesterday, but today we came back strong with Far Cry 3, and tomorrow we'll be coming back with The Witcher, unless that's today, depending on when I get this edited. And then Sunday back to Vampire the Masquerade, which by far is the most popular game we have going on the channel right now. I'm really impressed with how many of you are actually watching it. Also, I noticed that people are still subscribing even though I've been gone off the face of the planet, and that just warms my heart. I mean, I've still been there responding to you guys if you do message me, but yeah, it's kind of awesome that even if the content kind of got stagnant for a month or so, there is still a year's worth of content for people to catch up on if they just stumbled upon the channel. As of yesterday, I launched latenightgames.com. I've had the domain for quite some time, but now there's an actual website there, and there's content you guys can see. You can leave comments there as well. Not only will it have a link to all the videos that we post going forward, but also just random text ramblings from me, a typed out blog. We might do some written reviews of various games. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air what I'm doing with it. It's right now a work in progress, a new child of my labors, and let's hope we can make something good of it. So what's been new in my life over the past few months since you guys haven't really heard from me? Well, let's start from the beginning. We had Christmas. Christmas was awesome. I still have the tree up. Yes, I'm recording this in February. I just haven't gotten rid of the tree yet. The last time I put up a tree, I still lived with Mari, and I actually left the tree up until May, the beginning of May. And she begged, she pleaded that I take this tree down. So for the morning of her birthday, she woke up to the surprise that the tree was finally gone. Yes, I like Christmas trees that much that taking them down constitutes a birthday present to somebody. No new changes have happened with Kit, unfortunately. As it is winter, he has been locked in his garage, and when I say locked, I really mean locked. Due to an ice storm we had back in December, the latch to my garage door actually broke on the inside, so I can't get in there until springtime when I have the chance to dismantle the door and take it right off. And in the meantime, Kit is safe and sound from the elements to the point where even I can't get to him. And speaking of snow, we've had quite the snow-filled winter here in Canada. I understand in the US we've also had a snow-filled winter. There's been places in the US, like where good old Blamilton lives, that got a few inches of snow, and to them that's unheard of. And speaking of unheard of amounts of snow compared to the feet upon feet of snow we get here in Canada without complaints, I've seen a lot of people say, boo-hoo, a few inches of snow and suddenly they shut down. What gives? Give them a break, guys. They lack the infrastructure to properly deal with these weather conditions. Their vehicles most likely lack the proper equipment, such as snow tires, to deal with these conditions. And their drivers most likely lack the experience to handle these conditions. That being said, it's a very dangerous slurry, so even a small amount of snow that we can plow through no problem because our roads are salted and our tires are strong doesn't mean that everyone is going to have that same preparation if it's not something they deal with year after year. If it's a fluke or an abnormality to have snow in that area, they're not going to be as prepared for it as we are up here in the Great White North. But that's just my 2 cents on that topic. But I digress. As of today, it is the beta test of Elder Scrolls Online. I won't be discussing what's going on in that game, however, as I am under an NDA. But I am hoping that once the game does launch, we'll get a chance to do a proper review of the game. I know particularly Late Night Dave has been excited for this game for ages. He is one of the biggest Elder Scrolls fans I know. And myself, when he first told me they were making an MMO, my response was, shut up and take my money. Now, this weekend's beta test will be the deciding factor as to whether I pre-order the Imperial set or not. I'm seeing a lot of people complain that it's an unneeded amount of money and complaining that they don't really get that much. Why spend that much more for just a statue? But it's a collector's edition. It is for people whom are collectors, and collectors are willing to spend a little bit of money to collect. I mean, look at the lock of Justin Bieber's hair that some fanatic collector fan wanted to get. It sold for over $40,000. So an extra like $30-$40 for a collector's edition of a game, isn't that preposterous? Preposterous. That's how you say the word. Sorry, I forgot how to speak for a moment. To wrap things up, yes, there's a lot that's been going on this past few months. It's kept me away for a while, and there's a lot we need to catch up on. And I'm around for the long haul, unless there's like, I get sent out of the country for a few months, or zombies attack the world, or space invaders, or I go to Mars. That would be kind of cool to be sent to Mars. It's a one-way trip, but kind of cool. However, I'm off on a tangent again. I'll be able to catch up with you guys as time goes on. I'll see you guys next week, and thanks for tuning in.